everyone, it's Susan with Sharksploitation Sunday, coming at you from my very messy bedroom. Sorry about that. It's the Halloween season, which is my favorite time of the year. We're going to talk about a couple of ethereal, paranormal, supernatural shark movies. Yeah, we're talking about 2013's Ghost Shark and 2020's Ouija Shark. Are they any good? Well, we'll find out in just a sec. First, I do want to remind you to hit that like button and subscribe so we can keep this channel going. You know the drill. Let's get started with Ouija Shark that came out in 2020. A pale and pierced girl in a satanic t-shirt. She finds this homemade Ouija board on a lakeside beach. Now listen, this is a low budget film, folks, and it does not take a genius to figure out the plot. It's rather predictable. I mean, you could be in a coma with a Valium chaser and still figure this one out. However, there were a few surprises. I didn't say they were good surprises, but surprises nonetheless. Let's dig into it. The satanic girl, I don't even know her name, nor does it matter really. She meets up with her friends at this house and they go to lounge by the pool. One of them spots a neighbor man washing his car, and then we're treated to the most obnoxiously long, slow motion scene of them washing a car set to some really, really bad rock music. This movie was directed by Brett Kelly, who also directed Jurassic Shark. If you've seen that little gem, he throws in a lot of extraneous stuff that does not need to be in these movies, so you need to cut the shit, Brett. The girls decide to test drive this Ouija board, and the satanic girl, she's got a planchette just handy. Like, she just has one for such an occasion. She's like, oh, Ouija board? She's got a planchette. She didn't find it on the beach. I don't know. A girl who carries around a Ouija board planchette at all times is kind of awesome. While they dabble with the board, a ghost shark pops out and says, "hungry," a couple of times. That night, the Satan girl, she has a dream about this Ouija shark, and she calls her dad. And her dad, like, his acting seems like he's half asleep, but he's still the most interesting character of the entire movie. I mean, he's an expert on Ouija boards, ghost sharks. I mean, it's super convenient. Meanwhile, a teenage couple is gallivanting in the woods, and they get chased by this buck-toothed sharky apparition who kind of follows them at a glacial pace and growls a lot. I'm going to tell you that most of the kill scenes of this movie just equate to the person disappearing into thin air. I mean, you don't get to see much. But in this scene, you get to see a little gore, which I think was just somebody throwing a bucket of Kool-Aid on a tree. Savage. My absolute favorite scene of this movie is when a girl is getting stoned by the pool and Ouija Shark appears and she offers him a hit. We get to see a really good look at this shark, and his teeth are all wrong, but he's pretty adorable. He reminds me a lot of Sharkenstein, but see-through. The satanic girl's dad, who knows way too much about this kind of stuff, he figures out that there is this shark spirit attached to that Ouija board. And he whips out this tarot deck that looks like it was made on like a 1980 dot matrix printer, but he finds out that she and all of her friends are in terrible danger. He says that her family was picked to get haunted by this thing because of their history with the occult, but they never go into that. Okay, guys, this would have been a great way to develop an awesome plot in this mediocre movie. I mean, they have a history in the occult. What history? What were they doing? Are they a family of witches? Murderers? I mean, no, we got nothing. Fuck all, nothing, nope. Satan girl goes and gets this leather jacket and a gun randomly from the trunk of a car. And there's this guy in a trench coat that mutters words that you can't understand because the audio in this movie is completely jacked. Dad gets disappeared by the Ouija shark. The Satan girl ends up getting chased into this house, which the cop that was looking for that couple, you know, with the Kool-Aid, he gets chased into the house as well. And the Ouija shark is just kind of hovering around trying to get into the house. But if it's a spectral shark, shouldn't it be able to go through walls and doors? I mean, what's the fucking point of being a ghost then? Now for the surprises that I mentioned earlier. Out of the window of the house, we see this epic battle ensue between the Satan girl's dad and Ouija Shark. And Ouija Shark is like spitting orange ghost balls at the dad. The dad uses his occult training to whirly some fiery spinny things from his hands, and poof, they vanish anticlimactically. Ouija Shark then makes one final appearance outside the house that he can't get into for some reason. And the Satan girl says, "This is for my dad, you aquatic douchebag." Then she shoots the Ouija board, and that seems to do the trick. All right, another surprise for you. This one goes right into Crazy Town, and I'm talking about MAGA, like Donald Trump MAGAville. That trench coat guy shows up again, and he's making a call to Donald Trump. And apparently, this whole thing was the MAGA master diabolical plan. For what reason? What the fuck is going on in this movie? All right, listen. Ouija Shark's not that great of a movie, but I had to give it a couple of slow claps because it made my eyes roll in different directions than usual. Now let's talk about a movie that you should watch. Like, I don't care if you have to pause this, go watch it. Like, I'll wait. Go watch it. Ghost Shark. That came out in 2013. This one is a classic, and it's about a ghost shark. This movie does a great job of blending a ridiculous premise with some of the most inventive and snort-worthy kills of any shark attack movie, like ever. The ghost shark can appear in any water. Any water. Like, think about that for a second. The possibilities are endless. How did our poor, hapless little shark find its way into the ethereal realm? Well, I'm glad you asked. The film opens with this obnoxious idiot couple that's like fishing for amberjack. The great white shark shows up, tries to take the fishy from them. They get all pissed off and throw hot sauce in its face and end up blowing it to smithereens. And that's how we get a ghost shark. There's this cave that's got all of these weird symbols all over it. And when presented with a corpse, it brings it back to not life, death. Anyway, it's a ghost. Immediately, the toothy phantom goes back to that boat and kicks their fucking asses. However, the captain of the boat is the father of these two main character girls, and then there's also this mop top dude who's in love with one of them. Ghost Shark makes its presence known often in this movie. There's not a lot of lag time between the kills, which is great. And you know he's coming because he's got a glow. I mean, that's super fun, right? Our teenage heroes see the ghost shark eat a couple of their friends, and the sheriff and the mayor don't believe it because apparently they don't believe in the existence of ghost sharks. Whatever. There's a lot of Jaws ripoff lines as the citizens of this town called Smallport starts to become chum, and finally the powers that be come to their senses. Richard Mole, who you might remember from Night Court, maybe if you're as old as me, he's pretty fantastic. He's one of the pleasant surprises in this movie. He plays this creepy lighthouse keeper the kids end up coming in contact with, and he keeps a shrine to his dead wife, but he also happens to know about that cave that makes the ghost shark. Anyway, plot, blah, blah, blah. That is not what matters. What matters and why you should watch this movie is for the kills. I don't want to give it all away, folks, but I'm just going to leave you with some words here. Water sprinklers, slip and slide, bikini car wash, water cooler. All right, we might talk about the water cooler one just to let you know the ghost shark, because it can live in any water. Puddles, drops of water, water coolers. This guy actually drinks some water with ghost shark in it, and ghost shark rips him apart from the inside out. I mean, this is a dream come true for Sharksploitation fans, kids. As one would expect, the majority of this plot is just these teenagers running around trying to figure out how to destroy a ghost shark and trying to stay dry in the process. And it's shocking how hard it is to stay dry if you really think about it. We get to delve into some maritime history, grimoires, and even some good old-fashioned explosives. Look, I know I'm being a little bit more vague, and I'm not giving a lot of spoilers to this one because this one I really want you to watch, damn it. Ghost Shark is so much fun. I mean, you're not going to be disappointed with this one, gang, but I will tell you, it might leave you with a few questions. Ghost Shark, I mean, sure, he can live in any kind of water, but aren't his teeth also ghosts? So how can it inflict so much damage? And wouldn't you see the body parts of the people floating around in his little see-through tummy? So many questions. Nevertheless, turn off that part of your brain that does the logic and just have fun with this. So there you have it, kids. 2 movies that explore the ghosty, ethereal realm of sharksploitation. So I'll see you next time. If you're interested in purchasing my book, Encyclopedia Sharksploitanica, as always, you can do that through the links in the description box below. Bye!